Listen in. Starbucks. It's a great day for coffee.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. We're driven by the search for better, but when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/MBO. Terms and conditions apply.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Being a marketer's no sweat. You just have to manage dozens of channels, launch hundreds of campaigns, score thousands of leads, and okay, fine, it's a lot of sweat. Unless you have HubSpot's AI-powered marketing tools to help you do all that and more. Get started at HubSpot.com/marketers.
Was played last night. They beat the Memphis Grizzlies. Came back from 20. Zeke, man, how'd you enjoy that game?
I was watching Usher Raymond IV in concert, so I didn't see much of the game.
Oh, okay, all right. Really dedicated Bulls fan you are. What about you, Rick? How'd you like the game?
Hey, man, these tickets were purchased before the season started. I didn't know it'd be a Bulls game this day.
Was it a birthday gift?
No, it was not. Not a birthday gift.
You just got.
I didn't buy myself a birthday gift to see Usher. I was like, hey, we should go see Usher.
Okay.
October.
But you did buy the ticks.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had to.
Actually,
you had to.
I won a bet on the Super Bowl. I hit a parlay on the Super Bowl, and that paid for the tickets. I'm like, man, we should go see Usher. Because around that time, he was promoting the concert, the tour. So I was like, you should go see him.
You had it your way, huh?
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was good.
I'm not mad at you, Zeke. Usher is he's big time right now. You know, he's a very in demand ticket. I'm hoping you came back home with your wife afterwards.
Yes, he didn't. We weren't that close. He didn't feed my wife any cherries. She didn't get sweated on and nothing like that. We watched that from afar.
Okay, all right. Like the color of cherries, the Bulls. See red. How about you, Rick? How did you enjoy that comeback win?
I liked it. I'm very optimistic after that game. After a week of seeing the Bulls, first and foremost, the Bulls are a bad defensive rebounding team. They don't rebound the ball well. Vooch is terrible in transition defense. But what I did see was Julian Terry, Io, and even Dylan Terry. I know his name, but I just didn't want to mispronounce it. But I saw they brought a spark in the second half in the comeback. And then in the fourth, Zach LaVine put his cape on. But the Bulls, I noticed they hit threes. When they hit 25 threes yesterday. And that was the ingredient to beat the Grizz. Who didn't have Ja Morant, by the way, but still, even without Ja Morant, they're very formidable with your boy J-Jax Jr. and Desmond Bane.
Don't forget Jr., Scottie Pippen Jr.
Yeah, dude, you know what? I like Scottie Pippen Jr. I like his game a lot.
10 assists off the bench.
Scottie Pippen Jr. is and he got it from the mud. He got it.
His name is Scottie Pippen.
Nah. He wasn't
he's like Bronny James.
Dude, no, he was not. he was not highly touted whatsoever. Scottie
got the
Pippen,
gene though.
he went to the G League. He really went to the
Bronny's going to the G League.
Nah,
He's
he
headed
started
there.
just
That's
Scottie
true.
Pippen.
That's true.
I really do like Scottie Pippen Jr.'s game. A person on the Bulls I really like, Jalen Smith.
Yeah, I like Jalen Smith.
Jalen Smith is a very good dude. In some aspects, he could start or play valuable minutes over Vooch. But
High energy. He can shoot the three too.
Shoot the three. What I want to see is Vooch and him play together and see if they can do that. But yeah, the Bulls went 25 for 53. So if you can hit 25 threes, you're going to win more games than not.
You're the basketball historian, Rick. And so I know you're familiar with the term. The 3-point shot is the great equalizer. Do you think that the Bulls hitting 25 trays in this game was able to put them on par with the Grizzlies and put them ahead of them, or this was just the Bulls may be a little bit better, like you said, a little bit better than we gave them credit?
I'm gonna try to take my biasness out, but I'm gonna say I think they're a little bit better than what we expected. If you can, and they've done it twice in 4 games. They've hit over 23s twice. So last year they barely hit 20, maybe once, or they didn't hit threes at a good clip last year. They didn't even take that many. So this year's philosophy, they're taking a lot more threes and they're hitting them. So in any game, if you're hitting 20 plus threes, your percentage of winning is going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, along with that, there's still some flaws in the team. There's still some holes. That, like I said, that defensive rebound. I think Memphis got about 12 to 13, and look at the stat. 12 to 13 off the top of my head. 12 to 13 offensive rebounds. Can't have that. Second chance points they killed them on. You can't have that. And good teams, the real good teams, are like gonna make you pay for that.
Offensive rebounds, Chicago 11, Memphis 18.
Yeah, you can't have 18 offensive.
Defensive was 39-42 Memphis.
You can't do it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying here, Rick. In the 4 games the Bulls have played so far, they've alternated games in which they've hit 20 or more threes. Obviously, the 2 games that they lost, they hit less than 20. Is this sustainable? Do you think they can go 1 for 1? And not 1 for 1, but 1 out of every 2, hitting a bunch of threes, and maybe having a 41-41 season?
If hitting, I'll let you go ahead.
These 3, I'm just going off the box score. These 3-point numbers seem crazy. Zach hit 5, Vooch hit 4, Kobe hit 5, Io and Lonzo hit 2 each off the bench.
Yeah, these look like
Smith hit 3. Did Buzelis get hurt? Why did he only play 3 minutes?
He didn't get hurt. He's just out of rotation. You're a rookie.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it seemed like damn near the whole team hit a 3. But Pat was 1 for 5, though.
You can go ahead and drop the rookie from your fantasy team, Zeke.
Should he?
Well, I mean, yeah, if he wants to win this week or any other week, maybe he should. I did just drop PJ Washington, so he's available.
Oh, geez, nice.
I had to make room for Scottie Pippen Jr.
You picked him up?
I did.
Nice pickup. Nice pickup.
After that game Russ had, I got a notification, hey, 10,000 teams have dropped this player. I got Russ on my team.
Why did you draft him?
No change of scenery. Russ always played hard, man.
We don't have a stat category for playing hard.
You gotta get a lather, man. I'll give him some time.
He gotta get a lather. He been in the league. This is his 14th, 15th season. He got his lather. He's just
he is who he is.
New team, new lather.
Yeah. New team, new lather. Hey, yo. I don't
give him some time.
I don't even know what to call Russ, because I don't think he's washed, but he's definitely one of the worst players in the league.
What? Worse?
Yeah, he might be the worst. Well, it's between him and Taylor Horton Tucker. One of them two is the worst.
Giannis' brother still in the league?
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
THT get a DNP.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you put all three of them on the same roster, that roster is going to the and I don't mean this in a pejorative, but they're gonna put that roster in the WNBA. It's not NBA bound.
Oh, he's playing.
Wow. Send it to the Big 12.
Luka's playing. Yes. That's a hyperextended. What was that problem?
Well, he just took a knee to the back of the knee. Knee contusion.
I don't. Another thing I noticed, Josh Giddey's height, his ability to distribute and be a leader out there, and but be a point guard is very beneficial. He definitely gives the ball to where people, to where they need it. The one negative I do have on him and the Bulls is they don't know. They're hesitant to shoot. That's another thing. Josh Giddey he's second guesses when he shoots, along with Pat Williams. We'll get to him later. But Josh Giddey, he's hesitant. And I know that he doesn't, what I'm saying, is not a good 3-point. He's not a shooter. But, let that shit fly. Kobe let it fly. Zach let it fly.
4 for 10. It's terrible.
I don't like 4 for 10. I don't like 4 for 10. But Josh Giddey has definitely he's been a plus in this season so far. Now, I understand it's a sample size pause with 4 games, and we played them. The Bulls play tomorrow, but during these 4 games, he's been positive. He's definitely what the team needs.
2 assists away from a triple-double.
Yeah, I'm
telling you, great draft pick from me.
So many Bulls, huh?
I say I only have one Bulls player.
Mm-hmm.
I have Scottie Pippen's son. He doesn't count.
That was a good pick.
His dad's jersey just in the rafters.
That was a good pickup. I definitely would have thought about picking him up.
This is the time. The early season is when you got to make your medal because no one's paying attention.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, get those wins up because, like you said, people aren't paying attention. Everybody's, as Zeke always says, they're getting their lather, they're getting their rotations in order, and right now you're completely healthy. There's no injury. No one's injured on the Bulls.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on. Casey Johnson put out a tweet. Bulls have first injury reports additions of the season. Lonzo Ball, sore right wrist, and Jalen Smith, left ankle sprain, questionable versus the Magic. So that's just the first injuries listed this season.
Jalen's ankle and we know about Lonzo. So we know about Lonzo.
Not about his sore right wrist.
Let's before we start talking about players individually and over the first 4 games. Well, as we're starting to talk about players individually over the first 4 games, I want to start with, as you said earlier, he put on his cape and saved the game. Zach LaVine, pleasantly surprised at what you're saying? Are you coming around to the idea that maybe he should stick around for at least to the end of the season? Zeke, your face tells me no. Your face tells me nah. Get him out of here. Stinky.
I still think he gotta go. This is looking good for him to get out of here, though.
Wait. Let me ask y'all this. So, what do the Bulls have to go for them to show you they're like, okay, like let's go? What is it? First 20 games. First 20 games. What do you? If you see this win total, you You see this win total, you're like, oh, because if they're like, dude, if the Bulls are 12-8 after 20. The tank is not happening.
Oh, well, yeah, probably.
And they're going to keep Zach. If they're 12-8, you're 12-8 after 20 games, which is a quarter of the season. You know what I'm saying? The tank is not going to happen. The poop for Coop is done. They're going to go with this. In fact, they're going to try to add on to the team, if anything.
That's the problem. And I 100% believe you too. If they see any type of progress, oh man, hey, we can go with this.
Part of me thinks that
I
Zach,
don't know about adding to the team, but
they're not going to blow it up.
Nah, if they were that record good, hey, let's keep going. Momentum.
seat
100%.
butts and seats.
Yep. Uh-huh.
One thing you were saying, Rick?
Besides the Zach doing, he's auditioning, I think he's also trying to prove that he's a winner. So it's kind of, a middle ground where, he wants to go to another team, but if they're winning, because he's not a bad locker room guy, and I don't think that he doesn't get along with those guys in there on the team. You know what I'm saying? I think he's willing to stay if there's winning ways and there's progress.
So you don't think he wants to leave?
If they're winning, no. I don't think so. I think he likes playing with the guys that are there. I think DeRozan likes playing for the Bulls.
Yeah.
I think DeRozan likes playing for the Bulls. It's just they didn't want to pay
I think
him.
DeRozan did too.
Yeah.
I don't think
he said he wanted to end his career.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to leave. So I mean, it is what it is. But I'm conflicted, being that I want them to tank and start anew and have a fresh start, but I also want to see them win. Period. So you know what I'm saying, and it makes the winner better.
Those cold winter nights in Chicago can get very depressing if you got if you have a garbage ass basketball team. So I hear you there. Zach's arrow's pointing up.
Yes, after 4 games. 4 games.
You can agree. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put that in
4 games. Okay. You're pleasantly surprised with what the return is you're getting from Zach. What about for Vucci, man?
You're surprised? We know Zach can do this.
Not surprised. Let's not okay. Let me change that. Not surprised, rather. But you're happy. You're happy what you're getting, because you could have gotten something you could have got something different, right?
Yeah. You could have got a malcontent, but we spoke on that Zach's not a malcontent.
Mm-hmm. True. What about Vucci, man? What's his? How are you feeling about him after 4 games?
Shooting the 3 good.
I'm not a Vucci fan.
When you say good, does it mean, is it your good? Is that's like 3 for 10, or is it?
Yeah.
This game he was 4 for 8. I think he hit 4 or 5 last game too. He don't usually take this many threes.
No, I don't.
What about the other things you pay him for? Being a rebounder, playing defense.
He's gonna get a double-double, right?
He ain't gonna play defense.
Nah, he's never been the defense.
In fact,
guy.
he's pretty bad on defense.
Agnostic.
Good word. Yeah, he's a sieve. He's not great at it. He's a troll.
So you would say Vooch would be out of here before Zach?
I would want Vooch. I would trade Vooch in a heartbeat, dude. I don't want Vooch. I think I'll get better production, more bang for my buck, with Jalen Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jalen Smith giving me threes. He's giving me rebounds. He's giving me the anchor in the paint. Like, dude, and he plays hard. You know what I'm saying? And he's cost effective for the Bulls. So, dude, like, you can give me whatever for Vooch. I mean, I know I can't get much, but
cash consideration.
Nah, I'm not. But I know I'm gonna get like a second rounder and insert guy here. Hey, dude, Vooch is not. He's not the answer. I'm tired of him, honestly. And when they gave him that contract, I was, you know what I'm saying, disgruntled.
A lot of people disagree with that contract.
Yeah.
Kobe White. His first 4 games. How you feeling?
Kobe is one of the few players you watch and you can see that, hey, he's been working on his game in the offseason. He still looks better this season. He took that big leap and he's been going up ever since.
I think I agree with progress. And I don't know if you wanted the one word answer, but I will also say he's trying to pick and choose when to fit in and work with Zach. So like with two with two, scores, you know what I'm saying? Like he's got to choose his lane, so to speak. So, or choose his timing. Because, Zach is the alpha on the team as far as scoring, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, bully ball. No, go ahead.
No, it's a good thing. Why the fuck did that change? No, it's a good thing that he's still progressing, as you said, Zeke, because we talked about this. He went from 9 points a game 2 seasons ago to 19, almost 20 last season, right? And it's easy, a 10-point jump. It's easy to think that, all right, you've hit your ceiling. You're not gonna get no better than that. But the boy is. He's if he's still progressing after jumping his scoring total up by 10 points, you have a beast right there. You have a future all-star. You may not see it yet, but I see it.
But does Zach have to be out of the picture for that to happen?
Yeah, that's the question.
Maybe not. Maybe not, because as you said, he's still picking picking his spots, right? Well, we'll get to that in a second, because it's not necessarily if Zach is on his team. It's maybe some players in the Eastern Conference got to get out the way for him to be able to make that all-star squad. As you know, it's a tough business, right? But if he continues to grow and his name continues to grow with it over, through the rest of the league, good things will happen. All right, you spoke on Rick. You talked about Giddey earlier. He's been he's been a much needed improvement. He's finally filled that void from Lonzo Ball from 3 seasons ago, of having that big guard who can set the table and let everybody else create off of him. But let's talk about some of the more.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. We're driven by the search for better, but when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/MBO. Terms and conditions apply.
Question marks on the roster. I've got Pat Williams' numbers pulled up in front of me, right? So the thing that jumps off the screen to me is his tick, his minutes per game. First game of the season, 24 minutes. Second game of the season, I think this game went into overtime against Milwaukee, right? He had 36. Third game, 26 minutes, and the last game last night, about 24 and a half minutes. 24 minutes for a starter. That's not good. I mean, that tells me his rotational spot is hanging on by a thread, to be honest with you. Like, you can be on the bench really soon.
Io got more than him last game, more minutes.
It's his lack of production.
2 for 10.
How much that?
That's bad. 2 for 10.
Oh, if he hit one more, right? He hit one more, he's 30%. No,
one for 5 from 3 also.
Dude, his shot is broke.
Would you rather see him be 2 for 19? You want him to keep shooting?
No, he's not that type of player.
Kobe. Kobe.
Right, like what Kobe say.
Kobe White can shoot. He can do two, but he'll keep shooting. But Pat is not that type of player. But the thing with Pat is if your shots are limited and if you're not hitting from the outside, drive. Get some, you know what I'm saying, high percentage shots. You can do that. You're 6'9". You know what I'm saying? You can go to the lane and get some better looks. But
he ain't giving you much else. 6 rebounds, 1 assist.
Dude.
Not that we're looking for assists from Pat, but
Can we get a worry meter for Pat Williams?
yeah, how worried are you, Vince?
How worried am I for Pat?
4 games in.
10 being get him out of Dodge.
I got to start this. I got to start the worry meter with the fact that he did just resign in the offseason. So that gives you a new lease on life automatically. So out of a scale of 10, I think 10 being, break the glass, it's an emergency. 1 being, it's not a big deal. I'll say 3 right now, just 3. 3, and it's 3 because I'm noticing the minutes played. If a starter is getting 24 minutes, that means his reserve is getting close to that too. So you only got any slight movement, and you can be replaced.
Yeah.
You guys say 3, right? I'm going 7.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years.
Wait, are you counting? Are you taking out the year he was hurt?
Fine, whatever. It's been 3 years that this cat is played, and we've had the Kawhi clone, and it's. I mean, we got a discount. We got the Aldi's version of Kawhi. We don't even have the real version of Kawhi. So I mean, no, it's at a 7, dude. You got the money. If anything, you should be more.
Would you trade
Kawhi for him? Nah. I mean, Kawhi may not play a basketball game ever in life, but I mean, the scouting report is that he was a baby Kawhi. He was a Kawhi clone, and we've got nothing of that sort.
He's been hurt 2 out of the 4 years.
Dude,
the second year is when he missed a bunch of games.
We got Wildwood Cola Kawhi. We didn't even get Coca-Cola. We got Wildwood Cola of Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just is not. He's not meshing well. He's not it. And we draft him at number 4 pick. And on top of that, and you could look up who we could have gotten that draft with that. But on top of that, he just got paid. So you would think that would incentivize him to I got to get to it. And the 24 minutes, that shows me that, and Billy D's well respected. That shows me that he don't trust him. That there's some spots in some spots in the game that he just don't trust him. And that's not a good thing.
We could have got Jalen Smith, but we got him the other way. Could have got Halliburton.
Halliburton was going to be like this.
We could have got Maxey,
yeah.
Quickly,
yeah.
Peyton Pritchard, Desmond Bain.
Bain was a 2nd-round pick, right?
No, he was 30, right before the 2nd round.
Well, let's be realistic, because Bain wasn't looked at as a lottery.
True.
I look at some of the lottery guys and see those guys are the guys that you would have really considered.
Where does lottery start? 15?
1 through 15 or 16.
Cole Anthony.
Could have got him.
Devin Vassell.
Who?
Devin Vassell. Went to
from Spurs? We could have got him.
Denny Avdia. Obi Toppin. Killian Hayes. I
would have taken Obi Toppin over. I wanted Obi Toppin over Pat Williams.
At least he's super athletic.
Yeah. My point is that it's at a 7. I'm not breaking the glass, but I'm close to. I'm more annoyed and there's frustration because he's got the mold. So he's got the mold and he's got all the tools, and he's just.
He wasn't that good in college, though, was he?
6 man of the he's an ACC guy. He was a 6 man of the year.
He didn't even start, right? When I heard he didn't start in college, I'm like,
he was a 6.
Why are we picking him for?
Was he the 6 man of the year in your conference? Pay.
I don't believe we have that award to give out in the ACC. I could be wrong. I'm blanking on that. But he was a key reserve for the Florida State Seminoles when he was down there for Leonard Hamilton's team. I think he was obviously. I'm not surprised anybody want to say this. He was definitely overdrafted. He should not have been a number 4 pick, right? He was. I believe that the team that he played for in college, as a unit, they were a very long and very defensive oriented team. That it maybe have tricked some people, some scouts, fans, general managers, all the way to think that okay, this is the blueprint is here for another very moldable player to, as you say, claw, something like that. But in my opinion, he was just one of a good unit, not a key cog of a unit. You know what I mean?
I don't think Kawhi is ever playing a basketball game. So
You think he's done?
he might be done. And with that, why would I take Kawhi? Because I don't know. Like, if you say he's coming back and he's going to play, then yeah, of course. But I don't know if he's going to play ever again.
He hasn't retired.
He hasn't said he wasn't. I mean,
Check's still cashing.
I don't think Kawhi would just walk away from the game like that.
With no press conference, no fan. Yeah, sounds like.
So I mean, like, he would have to really be.
Kawhi got a lot more to prove.
Does he?
Hey, I can't do it anymore. My body, his body would have to absolutely fail.
Wait a minute, Kawhi is a first ballot. What do you got to prove? He's done.
True.
I asked this question I asked this question on the in the sports forum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's some of the players in the league that their legacy is already stamped? Like, nothing they do right now can change their story. Like, I use the example LeBron. Like, it doesn't matter what LeBron does next. Like, his story is going to be told the same way, right? Whatever he does next, him, Steph, KD, he can have a terrible fall off, or he can have he can win another chip. It'll be a footnote. The story is already there, right? And so I asked, who's some other players in the league like that? Like, and I threw out some examples: Kawhi, Westbrook, Harden, like that. And it was a little, it was 50-50 on Kawhi. A lot of people say, no, he ain't got no legacy. He still had to prove something. And then it was other people like, yeah, man, I don't care what Kawhi does. I'm still going to see him at street clothes. And you know who said that. So you say, and that's crazy to me. You say he's first ballot. He ain't got to do nothing else.
Nah, he's good. Read off it. I already know. Read off his. He's got 3. He's 3-time champ.
You don't think nothing can change? A chip can't change Harden's story?
No, he's cemented. He's Hall of Fame.
That was the.
Yeah, but you said nothing can change the story.
A chip would definitely change the way. Here's another example. 2011 Dirk. You remember what the story was on Dirk before 2011, right? That one title run changed his whole makeup.
Yeah.
He was a loser. He was he couldn't get it done. He gets this one ring. Now he's a winner. He's goated now. Invite him to the cookout. Harden would be the same way. If Harden can be a pivotal piece to a championship team, we'll magically forget that he was the worst teammate for a decade straight.
He would really have to change the way he played.
Yeah, I don't see the chip coming,
but if he did win one, he would arguably it would definitely put him in the top 20. I can see
all
that.
Time.
What?
Like, they would put him up there with a chip.
I thought you meant shooting. He already saying he's top 5 shooting guard, right?
He's already top 5 shooting guard. Arguably, he's top 3. Arguably, some people say he's better than Wade. Some people do say he's better than Wade. Not me. So I've heard people say.
Who are the 3 if he's top 3?
Kobe, Jordan, and then Harden. I've heard that. And, hey, I'm not the only one. I've heard that, dude. Harden is
stand behavior.
Kobe, Mike, Harden.
Stand
I've
behavior.
heard Harden trumps. I've heard people argue that Harden is better than Wade.
I can hear the argument that his resume is his resume is a little bit more stacked up than Dwyane Wade's
Oh yeah,
is.
he got
I
more
can
accolades.
I can see that. I can see that. But this is where it comes into box score watching and actually watching the games. If you watch the games, good and goddamn well Harden ain't better than Dwyane Wade.
Nah. Whoa.
Future you faces some big expectations. Work out more, go to bed earlier, and most importantly, make smart money decisions. Thankfully, today you has Bank of America. One place with tools and guidance to help balance tasks from budgeting to saving. So you can just be you with big plans. Do more with a bank that asks, what would you like the power to do? Explore our tips and more at bankofamerica.com/futureyou.
Harden changed the way the game is played, i.e. Steph Curry. And when you change the way he's changed the way basketball is played. And when you do that, that proves credence to why you would put a Harden in the top, I don't know, 25 or 30. I don't know where he's at, but that's why.
So Iverson's in the top 25.
Yes.
Whoa.
Top 25 what? All time? Now talking about positions, balls?
Iverson's not a top 25 shooting guard of all time.
Right, top 10.
I would if I'm making my list, Iverson's getting on there before Harden. I'm keeping it a buck.
Harden's numbers are better than Iverson's.
Harden's numbers are inflated.
No,
Iverson was doing this during a heavy defensive era.
Yeah,
Iverson's certified.
Iverson wasn't no flopper.
I don't even want to play devil's advocate. But Harden has changed the way the game is played.
He did.
Like everyone does. What happened to Randall?
Iverson did the same thing. He changed the way the game was played as well.
What, a 5'9" shooting guard?
Yeah, he made Mike changed the way a lot of people played. He created Kobe in a lab. Iverson, he had people doing a certain thing. White chocolate, he had everybody doing a certain thing.
He created cornrows and a sleeve. That's what he did.
I mean, he was culture. He was the culture. The crossover. He popularized the crossover. He popularized, gunning from a point guard position.
Who's a disciple of Iverson? You just mentioned disciples of Jordan.
Kyrie
is not Iverson. And Kyrie got a better package.
Yeah.
Balls. Layup package.
Oh yeah. Layup and dribbling.
Yeah, pause on that. But he's got a better layup pack. He's a better finisher than Iverson.
Kyrie might be the best finisher of all time. Pause.
Under 6'5".
Yeah, maybe ever. No matter the height.
Yeah, don't matter the height.
I think you do have to put a high qualification on there because guys that can dunk, they were like a word.
Right, true.
Back to this. Who's Iverson's disciple? Who did like Steph Curry? Trae Young is a disciple.
Let's do it from Michigan.
Well, okay. How about this? Okay,
Trey Burke. He wanted to be ours. He was looking like him for a minute.
Trey Burke got a mention. Wow. Look at that. Hey, only in Chicago.
How about this?
We mentioned Trey Burke.
That's true. Very underrated, for my opinion. A lot of people forget he was a top 10 player in college during that last decade. How about this? As far as disciples for Allen Iverson, Stephon Telfair and all of street hoops culture.
Okay.
Like street hoops culture and one. Iverson is the template.
Yeah. I thought Ray Frost skipped to my Lou was that though. He's the
Well, yeah, but he comes from that. He comes from that era. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Iverson, he popularized it, and then it grew into a whole big thing, like and one, the mixtapes, all that stuff. It grew from something that Iverson kicked the door in.
Yeah.
Let me ponder. Okay. All right. I'll give you that.
So if I was making the top 25 list, and one of the criteria of it was your impact on the game, I'm sorry, Harden, but you have to wait your turn. Iverson's coming in first. Pause.
So you would say Harden's
that was wild.
Yeah, we said some wild stuff. But so Jesus is like 6 or 7 in the shooting guard now, right? He's getting pushed back. You got Jordan.
That happens over time.
Jordan, Kobe, D Wade. Y'all want to say Iverson over Harden? That's fine. Harden, then Jesus. Jesus.
So we putting Harden over Ray Allen just.
I'm asking y'all
just because of accolades.
I'm just listen, like Payda. I'm just asking a question. You would put Harden over Jesus?
I think to keep everything fair, you have to make this a resume based thing, right? In my opinion, because a lot of people say you can't compare eras, right? Every new era is going to have better game than the last era because everybody's building on the last era, right? So that doesn't necessarily mean that the unicorn is better than Tim Duncan just because his game is a little bit more, polished than Tim Duncan's was. So that's why if you keep it resume based, you can have a more fair argument. Now, with that being said, James Harden's resume is a lot better than Jesus.
It is. That's true.
I'm just posing the question.
It is.
So I wouldn't be mad if someone said, "Yeah, James Harden." I think James Harden is top 5 shooting guard. I don't think that's up for debate. Now, put him in the top 3, you got too much dip on your chest.
So we can all Jordan, Kobe, Wade, right? Mm-hmm. Then after that, you're going Iverson. Y'all both going Iverson.
Iverson's a tweener, but
no. Iverson's a shooting guard.
I can put him in shooting guard category too. Yeah, I put him in the top 5.
Yeah.
You got Ivo at 4, and then Harden?
Top 5.
And that's your top 5 shooting guards.
Yep. And then you got Jerry West and Jesus and George Gervin.
Ray Allen was never first team All NBA.
But Harden is an MVP. And it was crazy in this argument.
Both 10-time All-Stars.
The crazy thing about this discussion is that Zeke is quick to point out MVP, just like he does with D Rose. He did not once point that out with Harden. Harden's got an MVP. He didn't say that once. He didn't say that one time.
Iverson got one too.
Iverson also averaged over 30, but so did Harden. Harden averaged over 30. Harden averaged a real
Iverson has the second most scoring titles ever.
He does?
He's tied with Kevin Durant, but number 2.
Wow, I didn't know that. Man. Second week in a row, you've it was Herb Williams, now it's this. What is the world coming to?
What's the world coming to?
He got 4 scoring champs. That's tied for second.
Yeah. KD has 4, Iverson has 4, and number 1, you know who number 1 is, Black Cat.
Yeah, Black Jesus.
Wow.
Black Jesus. Let's call him Black Jesus.
Okay. Iverson also a 3-time steals champ.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's not a thing. Not a thing.
It's on this Basketball Reference.
That was a lot of playing the lane. He played the lane.
3-time steals champ. Don't put him on all defense.
I don't look at Iverson as a lockdown defender. No, he's not Gary Payton. No.
And it'd have been hard for Iverson to make any defensive teams in the league with Gary Payton, Stockton, guys with a reputation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have been hard for him to do that, even with him, leading the league in steals 3 different times. And I like you, Rick. I don't consider having an abundance of steals to really point to being some sort of great defender. You can get steals from anyway. It's easy, especially because Iverson, he has a football background. He can play center field.
Yeah,
that's not too difficult.
I was just playing the lanes a lot.
Yeah, he didn't work out either.
Knowledge at himself.
Wait, let me throw a little something else in this. So Klay Thompson is out of the top 10, huh?
Nah, you got to play.
So Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is out of the top 10.
Klay is one of the best shooters of all time.
Where do you put him? Where do you put him in, man? you got
top
Jesus.
10.
You got
Top 10.
You got Ivo. You got Harden. You got Jesus. That's 7 right there. I mean, you still got Mitch Richmond, The Rock. Pause. You got who else you got? You got Klay. You got I'm missing another great shooter.
Does Clyde get on there?
Dude, we forgot about Clyde. Exactly. We forgot about Clyde.
He's not top 5. Not top 5.
Nope. Is he top 10 though?
Dude.
He's I think the list needs to stop the second you get to Mitch Richmond. So wherever Clyde is, and then Mitch Richmond is next, just stop the list right there.
So wait. So Harden is what, 5? Y'all got him at 5, right?
Yeah, Harden's 5.
So then Jesus.
Wait. Klay not over Harden?
No.
Yeah, 3-4 chips.
In what world?
He's a way better shooter
because he dropped 50 on 6 dribbles.
Yeah,
because he had a 6 dribble game.
He's probably the second best shooter of all time on the steps.
That's not on your basketball reference.
Yeah. I mean, is he better than Reggie Miller?
Oh, I ain't.
Yes.
Dude, it's a lot of
difference.
He's better than Reggie, I think. But I mean, Reggie.
I mean, I don't think he's a better shooter than Reggie. I don't think his resume better.
Y'all disrespecting Clyde. Y'all disrespecting Reggie. Jesus, man, it's a lot of disrespect going on in this episode.
Hey, a lot of people think Reggie shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Really?
I'm not one of those people, but
Reggie
streets are talking.
Yeah, Reggie should be in the Hall of Fame. Reggie should be in the Hall of Fame.
He stayed with one team his whole career.
And that don't get you in the Hall of Fame, but I mean,
that's not a thing. That doesn't matter.
He got a lot of accolades.
I mean, Klay tried to stay with one team his whole career, but it's
Reggie 5-time All-Star, 3-time.
Yeah, I mean, they had to get accolades to somebody in the 90s.
Dude, and you got to think about when Devin Booker retired, he got to be in that mix. Devin Booker's
not if you keep wearing that headband.
Reggie Miller 5-time All-Star.
It looks
Devin Booker already 4-time All-Star.
So Clyde is like what, 7 best shooting guard? Because Harden got to be top 5. I would assume y'all saying Harden's top 5, right? After Iverson, before Jesus and Klay. So Jesus is what, like 11 at this point.
Harden is over Klay?
Yeah, Harden's better. Come on, man.
Klay is barely a Hall of Famer.
Whoa. Yeah, well, you can't put Harden over him. We never knew what Klay would do with his own team in his prime like Harden. He never got that opportunity.
That's his fault. It's his fault.
He was a sidekick. Harden has been the man.
Once he got to Houston,
he was the man.
We don't know what Klay would be like if he was the man.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
He should have got traded to Houston. He should have got traded to Houston. I'm sure Daryl Morey would have loved to have him.
And for those that's going to say, yo, the people that watch the show, oh, what about T-Mac? T-Mac and Vince Carter, I think they're more 3s than 2s. I think they put him more as a small.
Oh, right. No, Vince is a 2. And Vince is definitely top 6.
No, I think I thought Vince was a 3. I thought Vince was a 3.
Remember the All-Star game. Remember the All-Star game.
Jordan.
Who spot did he have?
He took Jordan, but I think Jordan was a SF by that time.
You might be right. You might be right. You know.
What did Jarrell say?
Old man flabby and sick by then. You're right. You know what? Yeah, Vince was a tweener a lot of his career. I consider him a 2 guard though.
I think he's more of a 3. I don't know. With him and y'all would, I mean, and for those that, you know, the people that watch, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, T-Mac and Vince are like the tweeners. They're like 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to put them at.
Same thing for Iverson.
I put him as shooting guard. He plays shooting.
Same thing with Iverson. Iverson went back and forth between 1 and 2. He had his best season as a 2 guard. I mean, we can all agree that.
I think Iverson used to play point.
Yeah, his rookie year, then he told Larry Brown, shut the fuck up, I'm playing 2. And then he's been a 2 ever since. And then I think he was a 1, like, Detroit Pistons year.
When they got rid of Eric Snow, which was like a year or 2 after the championship run, he went back to being a point guard. I think he was a point guard the rest of his career until he got to Memphis.
Told you. I don't remember, and Iverson's good. I don't think Iverson played 1 too often till he was with the Pistons. Yeah, I think that's when he played.
You sure he didn't play point when he was in Denver?
No, they had Anthony Carter.
Andre Miller.
Anthony Carter or Andre Miller, and then he would play 2. And him and Melo would just kill. Oh man.
Not a lot of killer.
Melo wasn't a killer.
Overrated duo.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you on that. They didn't get a lather though.
That's true. They didn't have enough time to work up.
They only had 3 seasons.
In Denver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was only 2.
Yeah. Oh man.
What's next on the Bulls' agenda? Who do they have next this coming week?
Magic Wednesday.
Yeah, Magic.
Friday, Brooklyn.
Yep, they're in Brooklyn.
And then Monday, Utah.
Yep. Magic, Nets.
Can they go 3-0?
Are they?
Oh, my bad, Faye. I know you're supposed to ask that question.
No. Man,
I don't think. I think Orlando. I think Orlando's taking that next step. I don't think the Bulls are ready yet to play with Orlando. Your boy Paulo, the life of Paulo. He's killing. He's cooking right now.
Yeah.
One thing we haven't talked about is the Bulls' defense. Like playing a team like Orlando, what does their defense have to look like?
Pat Williams better buckle up because he's the one that's going to be guarding Paulo.
Wendell Carter revenge game.
Didn't he already have his revenge?
You always want to play good against your old team, though.
The team that drafted you and shunned you.
Mm-hmm.
But they gave Pat Williams an extension. And AO. No, I think the Orlando game is a return to normalcy for the Bulls. I can't foresee them winning that. Or Brooklyn, as we talked about yesterday on the Central Division show, Brooklyn is an expected win. If this team is actually worth its weight, yes, you beat Brooklyn. Brooklyn is stripped down to the nuts. They're actually pooping for poop.
Stripped down to the
that's the team that's really trying to
tank.
Yeah, they ain't even trying.
Stripped down to the nuts.
Nuts and bolts.
That's what we got to worry about when we talk about the Bulls tanking. It's teams that's way worse than us. That's the problem.
Yeah, like Milwaukee.
Huh?
Doc Rivers.
Dude, him and Ham. What do you think of the Lakers so far? First 4 games.
What's that? 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a little bit of the fourth quarter. I watched a little bit of the fourth quarter yesterday against their game against the Suns. One thing I can't take away from the Lakers, they're definitely playing defense better. They're better cohesive unit on the defensive side of the ball, and defense with chips. That's one thing. The second thing, I'm not. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, look, you want to praise JJ Redick." Okay, slow down on the glaze, right? Slow down.
They call him Coach of the Year.
Yeah, they already call him Coach of the Year.
Let's just take a chill pill. Let's pump the brakes a little bit on that one. One thing that I have noticed, Anthony Davis, he is not self-check right now. He's been self-checked ever since they came out of the bubble. If it wasn't a tip, a dunk, or a layup, it was a brick coming from him. He's shooting the ball at a very good clip right now. Yeah. As long as that is available, and the ball and the offense is ran through him because he's actually hitting shots, the Lakers can be a very good team.
Yeah. I'm a detail. I look at X's and O's. He is doing a better job. And I told Zeke this, and he laughed at me. But I do think he's a better coach than Ham and Cheese.
He is very meticulous.
But here's the thing: Ham and Cheese, Darvin Ham, Lakers former coach, he's got a pedigree. He's been coaching for a long time. Maybe JJ relates to the players and has a little, thinks outside the box, and maybe that sticks with the players right now, right? But to me, you won't know what type of coach you are until it's playoff time. That's when the experience kicks in. Darvin Ham, for his faults, he is the least experienced.
Yeah, I agree. No argument that, but I like that. You're right.
So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it out because the Lakers, as you know, as long as you have LeBron on your team, LeBron and Bronny on your team, it's championship or bust, right? The expectation is always gonna be high. So we will find out in March what JJ Redick is made of.
By the way, Bronny and LeBron, homecoming game tomorrow. They're gonna be on this floor together.
Aw.
Don't settle. Go hard on them dudes. Everybody's trying to play the right way. Salute. Be aggressive.
So you hear your coach say that in the NBA.
Is this dude? So, hey, play the LeBron clip. Swing that motherfucker. Yeah, man. I don't want to hear that from my coach, man.
Go hard on them dudes.
Go hard on them dudes. Yeah, you got
nothing.
You got nothing else for us, huh? All right, coach. Thanks, Ham and Cheese.
Lakers up by 11.
Lakers. I want to know what Rudy said back to him.
Swing, motherfucker.
Whatchamacallit wouldn't have took that.
Who? Hachimura gonna take that?
What dude on the Heat that they got in his face? I can't think of his name. Dude, he hit the shot over Rose when Rose was in college.
I don't.
Mario
remember.
Chalmers. Rio.
Yeah.
Rio probably wouldn't have taken
He wouldn't have took that from LeBron. He would have gotten his face.
Speaking of Heat, that's a good segue.
Here we go.
Speaking of Heat, I'm glad you brought that up there, Zeke. The Heat, they got a statue out there.
Chi-Town's own.
Is he Chi-Town? I mean, he's from Robbins. Pay would definitely have something to say about a guy from Robbins claiming that he's Chi-Town. I don't know about that.
No, South Suburban.
Yeah, that's not Chi-Town. But nonetheless, he's got his own statue. Your thoughts, Pay? Heat culture.
One of the worst statues, immortalizations ever. He looks like that statue looks more like Han Solo when he got frozen at the end of The Empire Strikes Back when Jabba the Hutt kidnapped him. That's what that statue looks like. It looks like Morbius and the Matrix. It doesn't look like Dwyane Wade. I know what they were going for. Dwyane Wade has that iconic, this is my house when he jumped on the scores table.
Right.
That doesn't look nothing like it. Like, oh my, like they could have did it. Was there a different facial angle you could have took when you made this? But shout out to Dwyane Wade for having grace.
He said it don't have to look like him.
That's cap.
Yeah.
It's a statue. It's supposed to look like you.
And Wade is a little narcissistic, so.
You know what? D Wade is always he's always class. He's never doing anything out of pocket. So I appreciate him, showing grace to the statue, to the artists that put their time and effort into this. Even though it's a terrible statue, but shout out to him for not.
It don't need to look like me. It's an artistic version of a moment that happened. In quote.
I can see that, but I mean, yeah, for that in that respect, he's right. It's the artist's take. However, it's an immortalization. It's an immortalization of an actual living person. It should look like that living person.
Right. Jordan's statue looks good.
Yeah, Jordan's statue look like him.
Okay, we always have to get back to Jordan.
Shaq's look good. No, Shaq is good too. Shaq got a good one.
I think Magic Johnson's statue look like him too.
Yeah,
in the face.
You been there? You seen it?
Yeah, I seen that one.
You saw that when you weren't watching basketball?
No, I saw this years ago.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Heat, word has it, the rumor has it that there might give UD his own statue.
He is. He's in his own statue.
Oh my god!
I think they already announced that. Hey, Heat culture.
So you mean to tell me LeBron's getting one too, right?
Oh, LeBron's getting a statue in 3 different locations.
I think LeBron might get 3. LA.
Yeah, he's getting 3 statues.
LA.
He's not getting a statue in LA, man.
Yeah, he is. Dude.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. Dude.
Oscar De La Hoya has a statue in LA.
Well, that's for a different reason. But he won a chip. And he got the scoring title as a Laker.
So AD getting a statue. Everybody getting a statue.
AD is going to get a statue.
Wait. What's the different reason? Are you saying he got a statue for being a cross-dresser? Why? I mean, he got a statue for being a.
No, I think he had the most highest gross boxing events that he was in. That was the reason. Like it wasn't. It was something about he was in.
Okay. He got the statue for being box office, and LeBron's box office too, and he brought his son along. LeBron getting a statue.
He's not getting a statue in LA, man.
Yeah, he is, dude. How much you want to? Man, he's getting a statue.
Allen Iverson's statue looks like him.
They doing that over though.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and it's the same height.
I don't see LeBron getting an LA statue. Cleveland, yeah. Miami, yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold up. He deserves one in Miami over LA.
Wait. He played for the Lakers the longest in his career.
Yeah, more than Miami. Miami was a pit stop.
More than Cleveland.
True.
Is it more than Cleveland now?
Yeah.
It might be
LeBron has never signed other than his rookie extension. LeBron has never signed a new contract with another team, with any team. The Lakers are the only team he's ever done that with. He's done it. This is his 3rd time doing it.
So that deserves a statue because he stayed.
No, and he won a title. Don't forget that. He put 2 banners up there.
He got the
2 banners.
The in-house champion banner.
They don't mean more than the. They don't mean more than Miami and Cleveland.
Whoa! Wait, what?
The title he won for the Lakers doesn't mean more than Miami and Cleveland.
It definitely don't mean more than Cleveland.
It don't mean more than Miami either.
Cleveland's title is number one.
His banners that he raised in LA, they saved the world.
No.
I mean, you think it was going through the pandemic? You know, we didn't have nothing.
You don't even count that chip. They ain't getting no statue in LA, man.
Yeah.
We had nothing going on. Yeah, we was about to tear each other's heads off, and then LeBron came and said, "We got basketball."
So
I will save the world.
Wait a minute. Hey, whoa. Hey, so you got that one over Cleveland? This is for you?
I'm just saying that, you know, it's not insignificant.
I didn't say that. I just said Cleveland, this is for you title is number one.
If we're putting weight on championships, that one championship in Cleveland, if we're putting weight on championships, that one championship in Cleveland is worth 6 championships in Chicago.
Sorry, man. Cool out, man. So you talking about always go back to the Bulls. You always go back to Jordan. Always go back to Jordan. No, that one Cleveland is, man. That one Cleveland is better than that one. That one Cleveland is better than 2 of Kevin Durant's.
Yes.
That one Cleveland is better than Durant too.
Durant still, I think he still feel like
better than both of Durant's. No, that's not how Kevin Durant think. You know it.
Yeah, that ain't how you think. No.
I think he still.
But that chip.
He win one in Phoenix. I think he'll feel more fulfilled than Golden State.
Yeah.
The 2 in Golden State.
Yeah, because he don't have Draymond to bully him. Probably. He ain't got to share the credit with Steph. But he's not going to win one in Phoenix.
No,
he probably would never. He probably would never win another playoff series in Phoenix.
Whoa!
For the rest of his career.
That's a hot take.
That's kind of crazy.
That's a hot take.
Well, let's pin it. We'll come back to that one in March.
Yeah,
when they're the 5th seed and like, I don't know, that 4th seed Lakers looking pretty tough.
Good conversation.
The Clippers won't be there, so we ain't got to worry about that.
Good Neither will Philly.
Exactly. Well, Philly's in the East, so
Yeah, they're not going to the finals. Not even the Eastern Conference.
You never know. Crazy things happen. It's not like they have to worry about Milwaukee or Miami anymore. It's just Boston, really. Boston and the Bulls.
Right.
Hey man, we keep hitting 25 threes. Anything's possible.
Anything can happen.
So,
what's coming up for Sports Life and Hip Hop?
We got a panel for young Black entrepreneurs discussing their journey in entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? Talk back and forth. Get ideas and encourage people to follow their dreams, so to speak.
I like it. Where can this be found at?
You can find us on IG at SLHH Pod, excuse me. And we're also on YouTube, Sports Life and Hip Hop.
And we got merch for sale?
Not for sale, but soon,
Yeah, this is a test run.
Big timing over there. Big timing. All right. And that was a terrible statue out there in Miami. Do better, Broward.
Culture. That's the Julius Randle I know.
Thanks for checking out this latest edition from the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan channel. Whether you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or watching on Twitch or YouTube, do the same. Like, subscribe, share with a friend, hit the notification bell so you never miss a drop. And to all my homies in Chicago, we say 3 things. Bear down, go Cubs go, and sell the team, Jerry.